Naradji is comparing the different paths. Karma, Jnana, Ashtanga Yoga, Bhakti. Let's just briefly understand what he's saying. He says the Bhakti sadhana is superior than the other spiritual sadhanas. Let's just briefly understand what he's saying. Karma, this is the Karma Kand, the path of Vedic rituals. Now, the problem in this path of Vedic rituals is that there are 6 upakaran which need to be fulfilled. Desh, Kal, Padarth, Karta, Mantra, Karma. Shadbhihi sampadyate dharmas teti durlabhatara kalau. In the age of Kali, it's literally impossible to fulfill the 6 conditions of this Karma Kand. And if you fulfill the 6 conditions, Karma Kand will at max give you Swarg, the celestial abodes, or opulence in the worldly plane. So this is the path of karma. By itself, it is insufficient in effecting release from Maya or helping you achieve God realization. Come to the path of Jnana. Now we are talking about Jnana Sadhana, what is called Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yoga will help you get situated in Atma Jnana, self-knowledge. But self-knowledge will not suffice in liberation from Maya. That is why Jnaninastvahame swartho hetushcha sammatah. Even the Jnani will need the addition of bhakti to achieve Brahma Jnana. And from Brahma Jnana, release from Maya will happen. Likewise, the path of yoga, he is referring to Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga will give you control over the perturbations of the mind, but not completely. It will help you destroy Tamogun and Rajogun, but not Sattvagun. Sattvagun, to go beyond it, will require the grace of God. And for that, you will have to surrender. That's why Maharshi Patanjali has written 3 sutras. Ishvara Pranidhanatva, Samadhi Siddhir Ishvara Pranidhanat. This is Maharshi Patanjali's Ashtanga Yoga. 3 times in 196 sutras he is saying surrender to God. But people conveniently ignore this. It doesn't fit into their agenda, so just ignore it. But Maharshi Patanjali is saying that even the Ashtanga Yogi will need the addition of bhakti. So all these paths are incomplete without bhakti. Yoga, kuyoga, jnana, ajnanu, jah nahi ram, prema paradhanu. Ved Vyas in the Bhagavatam, he says, Naishkarmyam apyachyuta bhava varjitam na shobhate jnanamalam niranjanam kutah punah shashvada bhadramishvare na charpitam karma yadapyakaranam. He says that niranjana jnana, which is devoid of bhakti, cannot get you across Maya. Then what to speak of that Vedic karma which is not offered to God? So every path needs the addition of bhakti. Now see, if you take Amrit, the ambrosia that makes you immortal, you can either mix it in milk and take it, or mix it in orange juice and take it, or mix it in water and take it, or you take it just as it is. In either case, you will become immortal. But what is making you immortal is not the orange juice or the milk or the water, but that Amrit. So likewise, bhakti is Amrita Swarup. Narad ji himself says, Amrita Swarupa. So, this is the specialty of bhakti. Now, just a few more minutes for a little more specialty of bhakti. God can be realized in 3 levels as Brahman, Paramatma or Bhagavan. Again, Ved Vyas, the writer of the Bhagavatam, he says, Vadanti tat tattva vidas tattvam yajjnanamayadvayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaneti shabdyate. The knowers of the truth, Tattvavetas, have said that the one supreme divine entity manifests in this world as Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan. Brahman is the all-pervading aspect of the divinity, Satchidanand. Paramatma is his aspect where he is sitting in everybody's hearts. And Bhagavan is when he descends in his personal form and does leelas. So it's like this. If you see a train coming from far, all it seems that there's a light because you can just see the headlight. And when the train comes closer, you realize there's a shimmering form as well. And when it comes and stops on the platform, you say, oh my God, this is Coromandel Express. Likewise, the path of Gyan leads to a distant realization of the Supreme as the all-pervading Brahman, Nirgun, Nirvishesh, Nirakar. And the path of Ashtanga Yoga gives a closer realization as the indwelling Paramatma. And the path of Bhakti gives his complete realization as the Supreme Divine Personality. From that aspect as well, Bhakti is superior sadhana compared to the others.